guys, it's Sam and this is my birthday book haul slash unboxing. So throughout this month I was sent some packages from my family as well as some of the lovely friends I have made here through BookTube, and throughout the month I unboxed them kind of in little groups as I got them because they kind of just came sporadically throughout the month, which was cool because it was kind of like a whole birthday month instead of just having a birthday. So I wanted to thank generally everybody who sent me gifts, who wished me happy birthday on Twitter, who said anything as far as happy birthday. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have met so many wonderful people here through BookTube and have so many wonderful and amazing friends. So thank you all so much. And to the people who sent me gifts, I'm also going to be thanking you individually throughout this video as I open the gift. So you will see a lot of costume changes throughout this video. So I have a lot to get through. Let's get to the unboxings. We'll try to open these in the order that they arrived. I've never gotten like an actual wrapped thing from Amazon before. So this one is from Aria from Book Geek Movie Freak, and she said that if I want to do a buddy read for this book to let her know. So I'm interested to see what it is, and maybe we can do a buddy read. I don't know why I'm like trying not to damage the packaging. I do want to keep her card even though it's not like her handwriting. Still want to keep it. I'm so excited! I was thinking this might be what she got me. Oh my god. She got me Uprooted by Naomi Novik. This has been following around BookTube, Twitter, book blogs, everywhere. This is an adult standalone and it is a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I heard that it's amazing. So Aria, yes, let's buddy read this. I have been wanting to pick this up. I have been tempted to go and pick this up before my birthday and I said no, you have to wait. I love this cover. There's also a really beautiful UK edition, but I personally love this cover. I just think it fits the motif of a fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Like, it just seems very fairy tale-y. Although I do love the UK edition because it's beautiful and pastel and white and gorgeous, but this is just fits, right? It just feels like a fairy tale. It's beautiful. Aria, thank you so much. Most of the reason I'm opening everything in kind of breaks like this is because I've had a couple of these packages sitting around here and I don't know who they're from because Amazon boxes just say from Amazon. They don't say, you know, sent from so-and-so, which I wish they did because then I could thank people even though I haven't opened them yet. And I feel bad not thanking people when I know I have stuff but I don't know who it's from, and it like really stresses me out. So that's half the reason I'm opening these, because I just want to be able to thank the people who sent me stuff, because I'm sure they've seen like package received, but I'm sitting over here like I don't know who this is from, so I want to be able to thank people like as I get stuff. I was not expecting that! Oh, it's so awesome! Who is this from? This is from Felicia of Little Prairie Library, and oh, thank you so much. Oh, she is so awesome. I'm saying all this stuff and I haven't showed what she got me. First thing she got me was a little pop figurine of Edward Kenway, who is one of the protagonists in the Assassin's Creed series. I love these little pops, but I only have Black Widow so far, and now I have a little Edward. Assassin's Creed is my favorite video game series of all time, pretty much. Like, I mean, there's so many that are my favorites, but it's definitely one of my favorites. It's one of my top 3. It's really awesome to have this little pop, and he's so handsome and dashing, isn't he? Just look at him. And he's a pirate, for those of you that don't know. And, oh, this is so exciting. So now Black Widow can have a friend. And she got me The Gracekeepers by Christy Logan, and this book looks beautiful. Another book that I have been waiting to just pick up myself, and I've put off picking it up because I knew I was asking for it for my birthday. Look at this stunning, gorgeous cover. It just feels atmospheric and just, For what I've heard, it's like a post-apocalyptic fairy tale in a way. So the world is covered by water, and there are all these different kinds of people, some of them that live on islands, I think, and some that live in the water, and there's a circus, and I've just heard that it's like a beautifully atmospheric, melancholy, adult fantasy, and that just appeals to everything in my body, basically. I just love the sound of it. From the synopsis, it feels like how this cover feels. Just like misty and beautiful. Again, another book that has a gorgeous UK cover, but again, I just like this one better because it just felt like it fit the tone of the story. I've been hearing wonderful things about this book, so I'm so excited to read this. Thank you so much, Felicia. Exciting, so exciting. I want to see who it's from first. I want to see who it's from. Oh, is this something else? I don't think so. This is something else. Okay, this is something different. So I just discovered that some of the book mail that I thought was birthday presents was actually stuff that HarperCollins had sent me for review. Okay. Was not expecting any of that. So this is a very, very unexpected birthday present from HarperCollins. It's not for my birthday. They sent me some books for review. I actually requested one of these books for review. Didn't think I was going to get it because I hadn't heard anything from them, but they sent me the book that I requested for review along with 3 other ones. So I'll show you those right now. Part of the birthday haul, because I don't want to film a separate haul for it. Sorry. So the book that I requested was Ice Like Fire by Sarah Rosh. This is the second book in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. I absolutely loved the first book, so I will link my review up above. This is a young adult fantasy series where every kingdom is separated into a different season, and there's also some other kingdoms that aren't part of the seasons that are rhythm kingdoms. I explain more about that in my review, but it's about our main character Mira, and she is one of the refugees from Winter because Winter was destroyed years ago by the Kingdom of Spring. So it's basically about her and other refugees taking their kingdom back. She is a badass. She fights with a chakram, which is one of these kind of weapons. It's really awesome, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel, and I requested it months ago and didn't think I was going to get it, and it just arrived today, so that's very exciting. This book is set to release in October. I also received The White Rose by Amy Ewing. This is the sequel to The Jewel. I did not read The Jewel, and I don't really plan on reading The Jewel, so this will probably show up in a giveaway for somebody else who would like to read this book. They also sent me The Immortal Heights by Sherry Thomas. This is the 3rd book in the Burning Sky, I think, trilogy. I'm not sure what the trilogy is. I have the first book, which I have not read, and I do not have the second book, and now I have the 3rd book. So I might be picking this one up before it comes out. It's a fantasy series, so obviously I love that, and I think it has to do with elemental magic, and I was really excited about the first book. I got it off Book Out a little while ago, and then completely forgot about it, so I might be picking this one up before it's released, but this one is set to release in October. And the last book they sent me was Sky Key, which is an Endgame novel from James Frey and Niels Johnson Shelton. I've heard a lot of things about Endgame and James Frey. I have not read Endgame. I heard about a lot of the publicity that was happening before it was released. I don't think it's something for me. I'm kind of getting burnt out on dystopian, and from what I've heard, it's very much a dystopian story, so I probably won't be picking this one up myself, but it is set to release again in October, and I'll probably be doing a giveaway for this, along with the Jewel for anybody that is interested, so keep an eye on my Twitter, because that'll be going up on my Twitter for sure. So thank you so much to HarperCollins for those unexpected arcs. I'm really looking forward to reading Ice Like Fire especially. Alright, back to actual birthday presents now. Oh my god! Who's it? Ah! Oh my gosh! These are super unexpected. I know these are things on my wish list, but there's certain things I just don't feel like I'm going to get when they're on my wish list, and these are 2 of those things that I just wasn't expecting. Who is this from? I don't want to show anything until I know who it's from. Who is this from? Okay, Amazon did not tell me who sent me this, so that really bothers me. So I'm going to be tweeting out who sent this to me, so I'll be including their information here so I can thank them, and I'll be thanking them on Twitter. I'm like legitimately really upset that Amazon didn't include who sent this to me, and if you included a card or something, I did not get it. I'm flipping through and they didn't tell me, and this was like, this makes me really upset, guys. So whoever sent me this, as I said, your name will be right here, but thank you so much. I am so excited about these, and that's why I'm like so upset that I cannot thank you with my words right now, but I hope this is enough. It's not in the box. This stresses me out. So the first thing is The Enchanted Forest by Joanna Basford. This is one of the adult coloring books that have been going around everywhere, and I did not think I was going to get this. There's been a lot of like backstocking issues with this, so even though this was on my wish list, I just didn't think that anyone would really order it, because I know it's just been like weird with stocking and being in stock and not being in stock. I know some people had to wait like months for theirs, so I'm very excited about this. I've been looking for adult coloring books like forever, and then these finally dropped, and I was really excited about them. So this is going to be awesome, and I can listen to audiobooks while coloring, which is just really cool, and it's also really good for anxiety and just like calming yourself down, and I need that like all the time. So really looking forward to this, and they're just beautiful. I know you guys have probably seen how intricate these designs are, but they're just like stunning, and it's just, oh, I cannot wait. I'm not an artistic person, but I will color the shit out of these. I'm so excited. And this person also got me a little pop of Merida, who is one of my favorite Disney princesses. I really can't choose a favorite, but Merida like speaks to me on a deep personal level because I just love Brave. I think Brave is such an underappreciated movie from the whole Disney canon. People just seem to forget about it. People seem to forget about that one and Tangled, and they just skipped Frozen, and I just love Brave so much. I love that it's about family, and it's about like mother-daughter bonds, and that Merida has really awesome curly hair, and that she's an archer, and that there's no love story in that movie, and that she's Scottish, and just like speaks to me on like a deep personal level. So I'm so excited to have her on my shelf, and I got 2 pops in one day, which is like wonderful and awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, I just got back from my birthday dinner and I wanted to show you some of the things I got from my family as well as my boyfriend. There's a couple of fandom things and then mostly books, obviously. The first thing you guys will probably be noticing already, and that is this necklace. This kind of goes along with the Grisha trilogy. I'm not going to say much about it for those of you that haven't read it, but for those of you that have, this is one of the only fandom-based jewelry necklaces things that I could find like this. So I had mentioned it months ago and my boyfriend bought this for me. I will link the artist down below if you guys are interested in this, but I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to have it. It just is cute in general, but it's super awesome that it is something for my biggest fandom right now, and I love it. It looks good with everything and it's just perfect. The second fandom-based thing was also for my boyfriend because he just knows me so well, and that is this poster for Mass Effect. So this is a kind of almost propaganda-looking poster for Shepard, who is the main character from the Mass Effect franchise, and I love it so, so much. We have a gallery wall right outside this room that I'm going to hang it on. It has a lot of like fandom kind of based art and stuff. So I am very excited about this. It's amazing. I'll also be linking the artist for this down below. She is a local artist. She's from Baltimore, which is pretty close by to here. And she has a lot of fandom based, a lot of like Star Wars, Star Trek, Mass Effect. She has Assassin's Creed. She has Marvel. So any of those kinds of things, if you're interested in this kind of art style, then definitely go and check her out. And then I asked for a ton of vintage classics on my book depository wish list, which is the wish list that I gave my parents. So they sent me a ton of vintage classics. I am so excited. The first one is Moby Dick by Herman Melville. This is one that I have not read before at all, but I have wanted to. It's just one of those books that I feel like everybody has to read, and I really loved this particular edition. I really love the vintage classics, if anything. I do like Penguin here and there, but generally speaking, I love the vintage classics. I also prefer the spine on vintage as opposed to Penguin, so I love these. I think this art is stunning on this one. It just fits, and it's just, oh, I'm so excited. I really know nothing about Moby Dick, if we're being completely honest. I know some of the characters. I know the first line, because most people do. I know it's about a whale. I know it's about people and the kind of morally gray characters and stuff like that, but I've never read it. It's a chunker. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I'm excited to have some more classics on my shelf. The second is one that I actually have read, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is one of my favorite classics of all time. I read it way back in high school. I love it. I have not seen the newest film, but I've seen the old film. I just love it. I think the covers on the vintage classics for Fitzgerald's work are like so on point. I love them. They have the same kind of cover for The Beautiful and the Damned and then his other book, which I'm blanking on right now, but I love these. They just fit the motif and the themes and just, oh, they're just so beautiful. And I do want to reread this one soon, and it's super short, so I might pick this one up sooner rather than later. I also received To Kill a Mockingbird, which was actually not on my school syllabus at all through any of high school or college, so I never read it. And I know that is ridiculous, and why have I not read this book, but it's just one that I've never read. I've been meaning to read it, I saw this edition, I knew I wanted it, and then with To Go Set a Watchman coming out recently, I just knew I needed to pick this up. I need to read it. I've seen bits of the film, I know what it's about, I know the themes, but I need to read it for myself. I don't know how I haven't read it yet, but now I have it. And again, just a beautiful cover. I just love the vintage covers. They're so wonderful. And we have one more, which I surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, haven't read, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I read The Monk in my Gothic literature class, which I love, and it is really, really good, but not a lot of people read that one. Most people have read Frankenstein. I have not read Frankenstein. Again, I know what it's about. I know that Frankenstein is not the monster's name, or it is the monster's name, depending on how you think of it, but I'm gonna read this one probably around the fall sometime. Again, another quick one. I haven't read a ton of Gothic literature since high school because I had a whole segment on Gothic literature in my high school, but I have not read this one in particular, but again, another beautiful cover. I think it just fits the themes of it, and it's just, so nice. Again, another fall read for me. And then we have another favorite of mine, and that is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, another one that I loved reading back in high school, and I've bought this edition for so many people because I just love this edition and I love this book, and I never bought it for myself. So now I own it. I think it's beautiful. Again, it just fits the themes of Dorian Gray, and it's just beautiful. I just love these editions. I think they're gorgeous. Pretty much any vintage classic edition I'm going to love, so I plan to add to my little collection that I've started now a lot more in the future. These are wonderful and amazing. I am so glad that my parents got these for me. I have also received one package in the mail, which I'll be opening now. So I'm going to look through this and see if there is a tag on here, but for some reason I think Amazon didn't put the tag on here for this one. The last little segment that you guys saw, the last one was from Kayla of Book of Doodles. I mentioned it, obviously, I tagged it, but I think again, Amazon didn't include the slip, so I don't know who this is from, which is so frustrating. Actually, this one was hiding, so they did send me the ticket, thank God. And this is from Patty from I Smell Books, who is so super sweet. She sent me P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the second book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before duology. I read To All the Boys I Loved Before a few months ago and enjoyed it and was really looking forward to the sequel because I think I'll like the sequel even more. So this is the sequel. These are gorgeous books. I just love the way that they look and how they look like they're written on, and they're just so super gorgeous. And she also sent me Malachi by Alan Brunert, and this is a book that my dad has recommended that I read tons and tons of times. It's an adult book and it's actually a romance, and it takes place in a leprosy colony, I think around Hawaii. There's a girl who is diagnosed with leprosy, I think in the like 1900s, sometime in like maybe 1950, something really fairly recently when you're thinking of like leprosy and stuff. So she is sent to a leprosy colony and it's kind of this love story. It sounds a little bizarre. He said it's beautiful, and my dad is not like a romance book reader. Not that this is just a romance, because it's not just a romance, but he is not really into that, but he has recommended this to me numerous times. I love the cover and I really wanted to get an actual edition for myself, so I'm so excited that I got this. Thank you so much, Patty. My dad is downstairs right now actually because my parents are visiting, as I've said before in other videos. So I'm going to show him this and he's going to be excited and I'm excited, and thank you so much for saying this to me. Hey guys, I got a few more packages. The first was a gift from my boyfriend's parents, and that was The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I was not expecting them to buy me a book, or to buy me anything for that matter, but they asked Gerald, which is my boyfriend, what I wanted for my birthday, and he knew that this one was one of my highest on my list for my wish list, so I now have this beautiful book, and I cannot wait to pick this one up. This next one is from Lainey of Ginger Reads Lainey. I should have known that she was probably going to get me this one when I put it on my wish list, but that is Amore from Krista and Becca Ritchie. I have heard Lainey and Riley and I think Jillian and a bunch of the girls from the Wolfpack talking about this book. This is a new adult romance set in a circus. I have never heard about anything like that, but I love circus books, as you guys know, and I'm trying to get into more new adult that I like, and I heard this one is really angsty, set in a circus. It sounds like I'm really going to enjoy it, and it's going to be a really fun read. Thank you so much, Lainey. This next one is wrapped all nice, so let's see. Amazon sometimes wraps really well, I noticed, and sometimes doesn't, because half these packages have come really well wrapped, and half of them haven't. Really weird. Oh, and this one is from Jillian. It's like a Wolfpack day today. And she got me I'll Meet You There by Heather Demetrios. I've been hearing wonderful things about this one. This one was released, I think, over the winter maybe, but is a contemporary and it's supposed to be really angsty and really sad. It's about a girl, I think, who's trying to move out of the town that she's in, and then she meets a guy who just came back from the military, and I think he is missing a leg or limb or something, but I hear it's really angsty and really good and really pulls on the heartstrings. So thank you so much, Jillian. And this is also from Jillian of Bookish and Nerdy, and that is Winterspell by Claire Legrand, and this is a Nutcracker retelling, but I also hear there's some LGBTQ elements in here, which I didn't know about before. I was interested before, and then I heard about that, and I knew I had to have this one. So thank you again so much, Jillian. I have a few more packages to show you. Oh, this is another one that's wrapped. This is from Ashley of Tea Leaves and Bookbindings. Thank you so much, Ashley. Amazon always makes it really hard to keep the cards because they make them all like sticky and stuff, but I always keep the cards. Oh, yay! I was trying to think of like, what book could this possibly be? And this is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour, and I am so excited to have this finally. I've been meaning to read this for the last year or so. This is about a girl who is working in Hollywood, I believe, in like set design and stuff, and she is actually a lesbian, but it is not the main focus of the story. It is not like a coming out story. It's like she's already out and she's very comfortable with herself, and something happens and she's kind of like navigating her world of like Hollywood set design, and she like meets a new girl and stuff like that. So it sounds amazing. I've been really wanting to read more lesbian fiction and fiction that's not necessarily only coming out stories in terms of LGBTQ plus fiction. I want to read coming out stories as well as stories that have LGBTQ plus characters as the main focus and as the main characters, but not just their coming out stories, because there is so much more to the stories of LGBTQ plus characters. So thank you so much, Ashley. This is like perfect timing for this. And this one looks graphic novel shaped. Oh, this is from Riley of Riley Marie. Oh yay, there's like a theme to this round of packages. This is Blue is the Warmest Color by Julie Moreau. This is another LGBTQ plus read. This is a graphic novel and the art in here is just like beautiful. I'm really going to enjoy this one. This is about a girl who seems to have like the perfect life. Her name is Clementine and she has like a boyfriend and a good family and everything else. but she cannot reciprocate the romantic feelings that he has towards her, so they end up breaking up, and she goes with her gay best friend to a gay bar and kind of discovers new things and discovers her own sexuality and comes to terms with that and stuff like that. So I heard this is beautiful, and I cannot wait to pick it up. Again, it kind of goes along with the first book, so thank you so much, Riley. And we have this one. I was pretty sure this one was from Diana because she let me know that her package was arriving today. So this is from Diana of Novelty, who I love and adore. This is so exciting. So she got me the other Black Widow. This is the Black Widow that came out with the Age of Ultron stuff. She came out late because Marvel and I have issues with their merchandising of their female characters. She came out late after the movie was already released. But anyway, she recently came out and I can set her with my other Black Widow, which is so exciting. She has her like widow sting sticks. Isn't she great? She's so great. Ah! She also got me The Mirror Empire by Cameron Hurley. I've had my eye on this forever. I'm trying to think of who first recommended it. I think it was Sana from Inkbones Books. I think, I'm not sure. But I've been wanting to read this forever. This is set in a world where women are the leaders in most of the societies in this world. They are warriors, they are military leaders, they are, you know, like they're former presidents and monarchs and stuff like that. So it's a very female-run society with a lot of complex female characters, and I've heard amazing things about it, and I cannot wait. I also saw Cameron Hurley. She was talking at a panel at BEA, and she is flawless queen. So I really wanted to read this as soon as possible. I've heard so many good things, so thank you so much. Oh, this is also kind of like goes with the theme. She also got me The Black Widow Finally Woven Thread. I think this is volume 1, and this is by Edmondson and Noto, but this is the first volume in, I think, a new graphic novel series about Black Widow, and she is my favorite forever. So I'm really excited to actually pick up the comic book works from her because I haven't read any of the comic book stuff from her, so I'm really excited to kind of get into her solo character because she deserves her own movie. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get to this. Thank you so much, Diana. So I believe I have the very last package for this month. I just didn't want to make a ton of birthday hauls, so I am putting everything into this one video, and then later on, if I happen to get anything else, which I don't know if I am supposed to or anything like that, but if anything else comes, it'll be in a book haul later on in coming months. So this is another one from Ashley of Tea Leaves and Bookbindings. She mentioned that she was going to get me 2 books. She couldn't decide between 2, so she said she's going to send me the one, and then she sent me this one, so I'm not sure what this is, but looking forward to seeing which one she couldn't decide between. Oh yay! This is Under the Lights by Dahlia Adler, and I actually follow Dahlia on Twitter, and she is really big in the LGBTQ community as far as talking about diverse reads and diverse blogs and diverse recommendations and everything. She is awesome. I would definitely recommend going and following her on Twitter. I will try to remember to link her Twitter handle down below. This is actually supposed to be a companion novel to one of her other novels, but I don't think you have to have read that novel from what I've heard and from what she has said on Twitter. But this has a lesbian relationship in it. From what I've heard, it sounds like the characters are both already out, that they are sure in their sexuality, they've come out to their friends and family, and this is just their relationship that is forming, and it sounds really cute, and I've heard amazing things about it. So thank you so much, Ashley. Alright guys, so that's it for my birthday book haul. Thank you again so much to everybody who wished me a happy birthday, who sent me a gift, who just did anything for me this month, birthday related. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much, and honestly, I am so blessed to have all of you in my life. So comment down below and let me know if there's any books that you feel I should get to sooner rather than later. I have a lot to kind of prioritize, so we'll see what ends up happening first. I have so many that I feel like I want to reach for now, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get to first, but they're all kind of calling my name at once, so it's a little stressful, but it's a good problem to have, right? So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!